Hello, welcome to Garden Masterclass on our YouTube channel. My name is Annie Guilfoyle and together with Noel Kingsbury we run the Garden Masterclass programme. This has been running for about 4 years. It's an educational programme and ordinarily we run events all over the British Isles and mainland Europe in gardens and nurseries, but this year of course we've had to do a lot of work online. And here we are in the beautiful garden of Derry Watkins, very close to Bath. And the reason we're filming here today is it's an unusual circumstance because Noel Kingsbury and myself are in the same country at the same time, and we thought this would be a really good opportunity to tell you about ourselves and what we do. So I'm going to hand over to Noel in a little while, but just so that you know a little bit more about us, I'm a garden designer. I live in West Sussex. I teach at Great Dixter, a very well-known and wonderful garden in East Sussex, and at West Dean. And for 18 years, I was the garden design or the director of KLC School of Design. Since 2016, myself and Noel Kingsbury have been running Garden Masterclass. These are live educational events set in the most beautiful gardens, nurseries and other venues all over the British Isles and into mainland Europe. Our audience are generally from a professional capacity of garden designers, landscape architects and very keen garden owners. And we also produce pay-to-view webinars which are recorded, and you'll find those on our Vimeo channel, and if you just look up for Garden Masterclass you'll find them there.
Hello, my name's Noel Kingsbury and I write about plants and gardens for books and magazines. I've also done a lot of research over the years, particularly into the long-term performance of garden plants. I've got a background though in adult education, and so I've always been really interested in how we communicate what we find out about plants to people involved in gardening and landscape. At the beginning of 2020 we had well over 30 workshops organised in Britain, Ireland, the Netherlands and one in France and one in Germany. And of course, with the COVID crisis, we had to cancel or reschedule the lot. So, thinking on our feet, we decided to do a 5 times a week broadcast for the global garden community. We did that for 2 months, and since then we've been doing it just once a week, every Thursday evening. All of those recordings then go onto our YouTube channel. And we've got many hours of great garden viewing. So now we're setting up Friends of Garden Masterclass. Members will have discounts to our webinars and to the recorded webinars, privileged invitations to special events. It will also give free access to all of our recorded material. So if you would like to see the rest of this video, then please subscribe and we'll be very glad to meet you.
I've known Derry Watkins a very long time, and 30 years plus, isn't it, Derry?
You and I and Terry Baker, we started our own plant fair. And we thought we ought to have one in the city where you could get there by train or bus. And,
yes, we did that.
Site. So we started the Rare Plant Fair.
The thing about Derry is that she's got this incredible eye for good new plants. She's also very good at getting hold of them. So often when someone's garden and there's some amazing new thing, say, where did you get that? And 7 or 8 times out of 10 the answer is, oh, I got it off Derry Watkins.
Talking about new, there's different ways you get new plants. You get things that are new because somebody bred them, because somebody found them, because somebody discovered it in the wild, or it was an accident that happened in the garden, or whatever.
Where does she get her plants from? Well, she's a terrifically good networker.
There's a podophyllum hexandrum, which I saw in China. I can't tell you how exciting this is to me, is to see this in real life in this country. The filigreenness of it is just ridiculously beautiful. It has, I mean, it's just so delicate. It catches every breath of air.
Derry, you're amazing. You are the most inspirational person.
I've fallen in love with disporums. There's a whole series of different ones, short ones, tall ones, brown ones, green ones. This was I thought was the most beautiful thing I had on the nursery last summer. This was discovered in Mexico almost 100 years ago, in the 20s, I think, by a woman called Helen Mathias. And it's called a Mathiasella, named after her. It's an umbel. It doesn't look umbelliferous, doesn't look like a carrot or a cow parsley, but it is an umbel. And one day I decided to move it. Well, that's the answer. You move the plant, and it does fine where you move it to, and it does fine where you moved it from. Because it does really well from root cuttings. I think it's propagation is a very hands-on thing. You get a feel for it. I don't think books help a lot. I think reading about it isn't what it's about. You got to do it. Weirdly enough, most of these prairie perennials are perfectly hardy. Perfectly hardy. I mean, they'll take it down to -30, -40. That's what happens in the middle of America. They're really hardy, but they really hate having wet at the neck. It's a very easygoing thing. It just pops up in the spring, flowers its socks off, and disappears again for a sunny, well-drained place. Shall I keep going?
Yeah. Don't ever stop.